Welcome to the Charcoal Barbecue Kitchen. On tap today, what to do with the pork picnic. And this is a big piece of a pork picnic that I bought at my local butcher's, and it was $1.49 a pound. You certainly don't want to pay more than that for this. I like it when it's 99 cents. But I haven't seen it at 99 cents for a while, so $1.49 is pretty good. You don't want to pay $2 for this cut because it's just too much work to process it. So I'm going to show you one of the roasts that I can make from this, and there's many possibilities. We can make sausages, we can make hamburgers, we can make pulled pork, of course, is the most common way to use this cut. But I'm going to show you first of all how to make a nice pork roast from this. So first step is to cut off all the skin, and it's a lot of work. You've got to make sure you use a sharp knife and have some scissors available. And then also we're going to take out the bone. Right now I'm looking to make an incision where the bone is, and then we just kind of trough around where the bone is and dig it out. I use some muscle too to try to pull it out. Of course, if you're going to smoke this up for pulled pork, you really don't need to take the skin off or the bone out, although I prefer skin off when I'm smoking it for pulled pork. Now we can see there's a large section to the right, and that's going to be my roast. So I'm just cutting the other scraggly parts off. So we've got a nice roast here, and I've tied it up with 3 pieces of butcher's twine. And now I'm going to cover it with olive oil. And then we're going to put salt and pepper on the roast. We don't even need any other kind of a rub. Of course, there are other recipes for this. I think there's a recipe for heavy garlic and orange juice marinade. I think that's a Cuban recipe. I've never tried that. I'm not really a big fan of garlic. I think this is a very strong tasting meat with a delicious gravy. So all you really need is salt and pepper. You don't need a heavy rub. I've tried it with all kinds of rubs and you don't need it. So we're just putting in the handy dandy meat thermometer there, and we're going to cook this to 160 Fahrenheit, so it needs a little more time than your lean pork loin, because there's a little more fat and marbling in that, because it's really a pulled pork type of roast where all of that collagen and fat has to render. But I'm going to be cooking this in my rotisserie here with a bit of apple wood that I've added, and we're going to let this go about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes, and it's done. And it's risen actually to 170 degrees internal, and that's still okay. It's still juicy. You can see all the delicious gravy and juices that's come out already in the resting period. I let it rest about 10 minutes. Here is my cordless knife, and you can just see the juiciness of this when we start cutting it. Wow! I recommend a nice cordless knife to cut your roasts. It's so convenient. And you can see just the juices just streaming out of this roast. Cut into that. It's just so juicy, and in my opinion, I think it's better than a holiday ham. So simple to make too, just so simple. Enjoy.